though that this is mostly a late game oriented draft, this Trundle does give you a little bit of that early game bridge that you will need to help defend some of those lanes from getting uncontested. But now he has left his bot lane to potentially die. Climber gonna go in for the dive, immediately looking for On, going for the chomp, and YCX will flash on top, and they gift the kill over to Savior. That's first blood for LGD. Oh, Palkia? Oh, okay. He was trying to kill the minion and get that last turret shot that was aggroed up, but not enough damage on the Savior.
Spell Shield actually prevented the CC. Savior get out for free. Oh no!
That's my goat! Palkia's gonna die, but you know what? He had to get one back for his fallen ADC.
Xiaohao doing a nice job of ducking out of vision. You can see he's spotted now, and I do think that LGD's 3v3 is winning early on. So, should be EDG having the seed. Again, so far, what we talked about using Shove in order to help buy yourself time to scale has been good, but if fight's gonna break out, FQW is very low.
Yeah, Xiaohao dashed onto the Scuttle Crab. I think he stole it. Doesn't hit level 6 quite yet, but they're winning the fight so far. They lose Palkia in the trade, but Climber is dropped on. Critically low, but not enough damage could come out of Savior yet. And Xiaohao hits level 6, goes in with the Cyclone. Savior and XQW are gonna try to save this fight. Angel tries to stun him, but it's a good spell shield by Savior. Now Angel is
over for free. I don't think they got enough out of Sivir to warrant skipping over the dragon like that. And now LGD can contest both again for a scaling comp. Huge early as Subjugate's down.
This is a little tricky for Xiaohao. Nice pillar. Blocks Palkia's depth or dredge line, but it's still not enough. Climber was isolated. YCX trying to lock up On, but he cleanses the stun and walks away from the solar flare. XQW does not want to commit because he knows that YCX is just done for. Finally flashes out. Good boomerang blade from Savior. Chunks a majority members of EDG.
I think it's important they're able to pick up these early objectives, and why it's so good that LGD wasn't able to grab the first 3 grubs, but also delayed this dragon to now. I mean, there are some games where you're looking at your second Drake being picked up at this timer, Rafa. And if you're EDG's comp, you got.
In this case, he's the deterrent. Now, EDG might be looking for a dive onto Sauces, and best of the public execution hits nothing. It's a complete airball, and the Cyclone will guarantee the knockups necessary while Palkia tanks up the turret shots, and that is another kill going over to the side of EDG.
I know it's some small things, but what a confident dive from Palkia. That was just really well played. Drops the R, sidesteps the public execution, hits the hook to prop the aftershock. Meanwhile, the dive on the other side, YCX locked him up.
But Angel's here, drops a fat bear, and yep, EDG will at least go 1-1 on the top side.
Angel walked over a ward on the way there, so not sure if that's just on YCX or not communicated to Leona. Either way,
another
dive. It's a little bit silly. As first brick goes over to EDG, that prevents feats from being secured by LGD, who are still looking for their first brick. And yeah, Angel, see if Palkia can help.
He stuns Climber under the turret. It'll be another 1-for-1, but the Subjugate gives him enough HP back on the drain. And now Palkia's caught in the tower. XQW commits the Emperor's Divide. The turret shot will go bouncing back to Climber, though. And EDG are still picking up kills in the aftermath of these dives by LGD. And CDC will flash on top of XQW. But here comes a teleport. Now it's from Sauces and Bessa. ZDZ doesn't have access to the Dominus, so surely he should go down in the 1v2. But he double slices and dices. But unfortunately for him, that's not a friendly Leona. That's an enemy support.
Got the cannon.
And LGD will be able to take down this crocodile. Even, or relatively even. This is good for them. EDG, they're the ones with the onus to try and press the game forward. Emperor's Divide does push back ZDZ, but what can he do about Xiaohao, who's got another cast of that Cyclone?
It's right now. You have Kaisa sitting at an early Rage Blade. You get 1 item on Annie, 1 item on Wukong Renekton. This is not a fight that you want if you're LGD.
XQW trying to solo defend this turret from going down, but 3 members committed as now On finds himself in a world of trouble, has Cleanse and Flash using Killer Instinct over the wall, but flashing, I don't know how he expected to get away from that one. He was dead to rights, completely isolated, and the members of LGD who had made the jump on him, and unfortunately for EDG, they take a turn on the bot side, but they don't even get a kill onto XQW, now trying to pull off.
It does make this Drake a little hairy as Xiaohao smites it. TP's coming in.
Double Cyclone TP right on top of Climber. Trundle is getting bursted. Here comes double teleports from XQW and Sauce, the public execution right on top. But CDC takes out 2. They take out 3. The Emperor's Divide from XQW. They have to bail. But there's no way that this Emperor could get out. He's got a flash, but he doesn't even survive. Xiaohao is a monster on the Wukong, and CDC is dapping him up on the finish.
They just smashed a 4v5 with a clean ace. What happened there for LGD? I thought the fight was good for them given the numbers. Did say it's not the right time that they wanted, but man, a 5-0? Really? In a 4v5?
No on, no problem. EDG, top lane and jungle duo. These two players, ZDZ and Xiaohao, have found a way to play with each other almost exclusively.
Again, I just don't think that that's a fight you take given the items. But it's a 5v4 in favor of LGD, and now answering. Angel's gonna try and go down.
Should be a pick, but it comes at the cost of Sauce's Flash and his own life. Also, YCX falls, and just like that, Matt, LGD are gonna lose 2 members for the price of 1. Also using a teleport from ZDZ, LGD will try to look for some objective bounties and try and push in through the mid-tier 2 as well as the top inner turret. But you're right, Otacon is the price that they will have to pay.
Honestly, not that bad for LGD if they end up with 2 inners for Otacon, given the game state they have now, as they're paying for the sins they had earlier.
I don't know if that was clean by ZDZ or that was bad by XQW, but the Emperor's Divide went right through him, and ZDZ is being able to at least live, flashing away from the pillar, but it's a quick flash chomp by Climber, putting an end to that Crocodile. And
that's a lot of hidden gold that's being given over to EDG.
ZDZ, do you really want to defend this turret? You are by yourself, my
He's
guy.
got 3 chasing.
Teleport is coming in from Angel. He still has a dominance to play with, no flash. Remember from the previous fight on the top side of the map. Has yet to pop it. Angel teleports in. They're trying to channel everything onto Annie, but the Timbers is dropped, and here comes the Cavalry, the reinforcements for EDG, trying to jump onto XUW. Savior steps up, but he's got to be careful, spacing out the Cyclone, but he's got another cast. Knocks up Climber onto the Trundle. Savior is caught in the midst of all the chaos. ZDZ diving through the backline. He doesn't die again. Xiaohao and LGD, who are trying to scramble and hold on to at least some control of the game before EDG completely slammed the door shut on them. Remember that this is a composition that LGD have.
You need LDR and Vamp.
Uh-oh, Palkia might be caught here. Do EDG want to try and spring something backwards? Hold up, Palkia's still not dead yet. Meanwhile, Climber got dropped as the first victim to
at least the Shurima shuffles up if XQW wants it, but he's got to be careful. Oh, boy.
I mean, someone had the face check, but ideally it would not have been XQW. He
Goodbye,
pops
Baron.
the stasis, at least saves his own life, but that guarantees the Baron secure. Or a mortal reminder, whatever you feel like is best case scenario here for LGD.
Yeah. Still no Vamp.
How do you
no Vamp on the Sivir. Your conditions are bad, often. You are a short-range AD. You're going to take damage here and there.
It's like EDG, wow. That push, even though that they weren't able to finish off the turret themselves, the Baron-empowered minion waves are able to get the job done. Mountain Soul has spawned. Xiaohao and Palkia are going to start this one up. Palkia, so confident that they're not going to get challenged. It's just going to take a free base. And EDG will secure for themselves a soul, but Climber, well, he doesn't have flash. All right. I was ready,
We're
you know.
the most winning
in terms of percentage for LGD. It just came down to pure hands execution from EDG. Able to outplay them in the 4v5 as well as the one flip around the crab. Xiaohao being able to smite that away from Climber's grasp. Getting the kill, giving him enough XP to get levels.
Talking about in circles here. Usually when you secure soul, you don't want Elder to spawn when you're up this much. See if you
that is true.
Do that as YCX.
They're going to jump right on top of YCX, and he is gone. Emperor's Divide from XQW. It's not going to be enough.
That's ugly.
They've already committed the tried and true on being able to knock out the main carriers. Look at On. He's just astro gliding into the backline. Quadra kill for On's Kaisa. Climber on the run. They're thinking about maybe trying to secure this guy for a penta, but at the same time, EDG are ready to wrap this one up.
Yeah, kind of an ugly game in the end from XQW, as very well played by Xiaohao to dip under the Azir ult, find the double Cyclone, and secure the win. Xiaohao MVP probably for this one, Rafa.
Oh, absolutely. Did not die a single time. Was the crucial difference maker